Welcome to a journey through timeless beauty. In Japanese gardens, every feature carries intention. None are more symbolic than Japanese stone lantern and garden bridges. These are not simply objects, they are gateways into philosophy, into the meaning behind elements that transform earth and stone into living poetry. Let us begin where symbolism and serenity meet. A Japanese stone lantern is more than a sculpted form, it is a keeper of light. Originally, these lanterns guided worshippers to temples in the darkness. Their glow, a symbol of inner clarity. Placed in gardens, they illuminate pathways not just with light, but with meaning, encouraging visitors to find direction within themselves. Garden bridges stretch gracefully across ponds, streams, or dry landscapes. In Japanese design, crossing a bridge symbolizes transition, a movement from one state of being into another. These garden bridges remind us that life flows like water, the meaning behind elements such as these is the quiet lesson of passage, renewal, and self-discovery. The Japanese stone lantern often stands near water, its reflection shimmering in ripples. This pairing tells us that light and water are companions. Just as knowledge and stillness belong together, the meaning behind elements arranged this way whispers truth. Even when the surface of life wavers, the light of clarity still shines steady beneath. Garden bridges curve softly, never in haste. Their gentle arches invite us to pause with each step, to honor the distance between where we came from and where we are going. These garden bridges symbolize patience, balance, and rhythm, reminding us of the meaning behind elements that encourage a mindful journey forward. The Japanese stone lantern is often carved from granite, weathering centuries of rain and sun. Its aged surface represents endurance, a reminder that beauty lies in imperfection. The meaning behind elements like cracks or moss is not neglect, but wabi-sabi, an acceptance of time's touch, where lanterns teach us that transience itself is a form of grace. Garden bridges sometimes lead to islands within ponds, small sanctuaries apart from the world. These islands are spaces of pause, where solitude invites reflection. Crossing garden bridges becomes a ritual of entering sacred space, leaving behind daily concerns. The meaning behind elements of bridge and island is spiritual retreat, guiding us inward toward stillness. The Japanese stone lantern is carefully placed, never random. A lantern might guard the bend of a path or stand beside a water basin. Its role is to reveal what might otherwise be overlooked. The meaning behind elements arranged this way is subtle guidance. The lantern directs our eyes, but gently, as if offering a quiet suggestion. Garden bridges are often read in temple settings, their colors symbolizing vitality and protection. In private gardens, they may remain natural wood or stone, blending into the landscape. Yet whether bold or humble, these garden bridges carry strength and passage, encouraging us to move with courage into new stages of life. When moonlight touches a Japanese stone lantern, shadows carve patterns upon the ground. These shadows are as important as the light itself. They embody the balance of yin and yang. The meaning behind elements of shadow and illumination reminds us of peace, not from choosing one over the other, but from embracing both as parts of the whole. Garden bridges can be zigzagging instead of arched, designed to slow the walker's pace. Each turn forces awareness, preventing hurried movement. These garden bridges embody meaning behind elements of mindfulness, where the journey is savored step by step, teaching us that slowing down is not delay, but discovery. The Japanese stone lantern's firebox, once holding candles or oil, represents the heart. Though flames no longer burn, the form remains. The meaning behind elements of this hollow center is profound. Light must be kindled within ourselves, and even when extinguished, the vessel of wisdom endures, ready for renewal at any moment. Garden bridges crossing koi ponds create reflections, doubling the image of passage. The mirrored arc in water is a visual meditation, one journey above, another below. These garden bridges show the meaning behind elements of duality, the visible and invisible, the seen and unseen, reminding us that every step we take carries both outward and inward echoes. Japanese stone lanterns often stand near tea houses, welcoming guests into rituals of mindfulness. Their presence signals not mere decoration, but intention to prepare the spirit for quiet ceremony. The meaning behind elements like lantern and tea is harmony, where light guides the guest toward awareness, and the garden itself becomes part of the tea's taste. Garden bridges sometimes link the mundane with the sacred in temple gardens. One side may represent the human world, the other enlightenment. Crossing these garden bridges symbolizes leaving attachments behind, the meaning behind elements. In this transition is liberation, the quiet realization that we walk not just across water, but toward awakening. The Japanese stone lantern often rests near moss, its green softness contrasting with solid granite. This pairing reveals the meaning behind elements of permanence and impermanence, stone unchanging, moss forever growing. Together they remind us that strength is softened by gentleness, and gentleness is made more meaningful by strength. Garden bridges arching high above a stream symbolize ambition. To cross is to rise above life's challenges, to gain new perspective. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of ascent, showing us that every climb offers clarity, and every step upward carries the soul toward broader vision. Some Japanese stone lanterns are tall, while others are low, crouched near water basins. Their varied forms express humility and majesty in equal measure. The meaning behind elements of height is symbolic. Towering lanterns speak of protection, while humble ones whisper of intimacy. Both guide us, just in different tones of wisdom. Garden bridges made of stepping stones ask us to balance carefully. Each stone, set at irregular intervals, slows the walker's pace. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of rhythm and patience, where each footfall is deliberate, echoing the truth that stability is found in mindful progress, not in haste. A Japanese stone lantern standing by falling water creates harmony of sight and sound. The lantern offers stillness, the cascade brings motion. The meaning behind elements like these is unity. Tranquility and energy exist together, proving that peace is not silence, but balance. Garden bridges avoid weather with time, their surfaces worn smooth by countless footsteps. This aging is not decay, but story, the meaning behind elements of memory. These garden bridges remind us that every crossing leaves an imprint, invisible yet enduring, shaping the soul as wood shapes, under the touch of time. The Japanese stone lantern often appears in pairs or groups, echoing companionship. Together they stand as symbols of community, reminding us that light shared grows brighter. The meaning behind elements arranged in this way is connection, teaching that peace deepens not in isolation alone, but also in harmony with others. Garden bridges painted red against green foliage create vivid contrast. The color is not for beauty alone, but for protection, guarding sacred spaces. These garden bridges carry the meaning behind elements of guardianship, warding off evil and ensuring safe passage, turning each crossing into a sacred act. A Japanese stone lantern half buried in earth looks as if it has always belonged. Its rootedness speaks of time, of patience, of belonging. The meaning behind elements partially hidden reminds us that true beauty does not shout, it whispers from the background, supporting the garden's harmony rather than demanding attention. Garden bridges sometimes span dry stream beds, rivers of gravel rather than water. Yet the symbolism remains unchanged: transition, passage, journey. These garden bridges teach us the meaning behind elements that transcend form. Whether over water or stone, the act of crossing remains a metaphor for moving forward in life. The Japanese stone lantern at dawn holds a special silence. As light rises, its form seems to release the night's secrets, standing as a sentinel between darkness and day. The meaning behind elements like lanterns at morning reminds us that renewal is constant, and each day is an invitation to begin again with clarity. Garden bridges are sometimes hidden, revealed only as one wanders deeper into the garden. This gradual discovery is intentional. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of surprise, teaching us that beauty is not always immediate, but often found through patience, exploration, and quiet openness. The Japanese stone lantern's roof is shaped like the shelter of a temple. It symbolizes protection, a guardian watching over the garden. The meaning behind elements like its canopy reminds us that peace flourishes under care. That serenity is not random, but nurtured by watchful presence. Garden bridges invite both feet and eyes to rise, looking from their center. One can see further into water, sky, or distant hills. These garden bridges reveal the meaning behind elements of perspective, showing that when we lift ourselves even slightly, the world opens wider and clearer before us. The Japanese stone lantern lit at night glows softly, not harshly. Its light is filtered, offering guidance without overwhelming. The meaning behind elements of such gentle light is kindness, teaching us that illumination does not demand, it supports. True wisdom lights the way quietly, without blinding. Garden bridges of stone, with moss between their joints, seem eternal. They carry the weight of time, unyielding yet softened by nature. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of endurance, reminding us that even the strongest structures are most beautiful when touched by the gentleness of life's growth. The Japanese stone lantern near a pond doubles its form, reflected perfectly on the water's surface. The meaning behind elements mirrored like this is self-awareness, a reminder that we, too, are reflected in the world around us, and the harmony we create becomes the harmony we see. Garden bridges can be narrow, designed so only one person may cross at a time. This deliberate design encourages solitude, making each step personal. These garden bridges carry the meaning behind elements of inward journey, suggesting that enlightenment is crossed alone, in silence, step by careful step. A Japanese stone lantern partly covered by ivy or lichen speaks of nature reclaiming art. The meaning behind elements embraced by growth is humility, showing us that no creation of man stands apart from nature. Instead, beauty is found where human work and natural life intertwine gracefully. Garden bridges over waterfalls carry sound as well as sight. Crossing above rushing water, one feels lifted by energy. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of vitality, reminding us that sometimes the path of peace lies not in silence alone, but in walking above the music of life. The Japanese stone lantern is often positioned near the entrance of a garden. It serves as a threshold, signaling the visitor's shift from the outside world into a mindful space. The meaning behind elements like this is clear. Before serenity is entered, light must first guide the way. Garden bridges sometimes span shallow streams where water trickles softly. Each crossing becomes a moment of listening. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of awareness, reminding us that mindfulness is not only about sight, but also about the sounds that shape stillness. The Japanese stone lantern is carefully aligned, often angled toward significant views. Its purpose is not only illumination but framing. The meaning behind elements placed with intention is vision. It shows us what is important to see and what beauty lies in the direction of our gaze. Garden bridges can be flat, made of single slabs of stone. Such simplicity carries its own power. These garden bridges reflect the meaning behind elements of humility, teaching that not all crossings need grandeur. Sometimes the straight, simple path holds the deepest sense of truth. A Japanese stone lantern shaped like a snow view in type is designed with wide roofs. To catch winter's frost, even in the coldest months, it celebrates beauty. The meaning behind elements of seasonal design reminds us to welcome change, to honor each phase of nature as worthy of reverence. Garden bridges built of bamboo bend slightly, flexing with use. Unlike stone, they yield instead of resisting. These garden bridges symbolize the meaning behind elements of resilience, showing that strength often lies in flexibility and bending gracefully without breaking. The Japanese stone lantern sometimes guards a sukubai water basin in tea gardens. Its presence highlights the purity ritual of washing hands before tea ceremony. The meaning behind elements like lantern and basin is cleansing light and water together prepare both body and spirit for harmony. Garden bridges can connect different garden styles within one landscape, perhaps moving from a dry zen space into a lush stroll garden. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of unity, linking contrasts seamlessly, teaching us that harmony embraces difference. The Japanese stone lantern often has 5 symbolic parts: earth, water, fire, wind, and sky. Each layer carved into its body reflects cosmic order. The meaning behind elements like these is a reminder that the garden is not only earthly, but also a reflection of the universe itself. Garden bridges sometimes rise in the center and fall again, like a gentle mountain. To cross them is to mimic climbing and descending. These garden bridges carry the meaning behind elements of life's rhythm, ups and downs embraced equally, each part of the whole journey. A Japanese stone lantern covered with fallen leaves becomes a seasonal sculpture. Autumn paints it red and gold, layering time upon stone. The meaning behind elements dressed by the season is impermanence, reminding us that beauty is found in change, not in holding things still. Garden bridges crossing wide ponds reflect the sky. Walking across, we are suspended between heaven and water. These garden bridges reveal the meaning behind elements of connection, showing us that human life is always poised between earth and sky, grounded yet aspiring upward. The Japanese stone lantern often stands quietly at the garden's edge, where few might notice. Its role is not to dominate, but to support. The meaning behind elements placed in humility is service, reminding us that greatness often shines brightest in silence and subtlety. Garden bridges that zigzag over lotus ponds echo the purity of the flowers below. As the lotus rises unstained from mud, so the dew we cross above struggle toward clarity. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of transcendence, guiding us beyond difficulty toward peace. The Japanese stone lantern lit during festivals once marked celebrations of light and community. Today, it symbolizes shared joy even in quiet gardens. The meaning behind elements glowing together is fellowship, where light joins people in unity, reminding us that serenity is both personal and collective. Garden bridges in moonlit gardens take on a dreamlike quality. Reflections ripple, arcs shimmer. These garden bridges hold the meaning behind elements of wonder, teaching us that beauty deepens at night, and even the quiet crossing becomes a poetic experience. A Japanese stone lantern weathered by rain carries stains, marks, and softened edges. These imperfections are records of life itself. The meaning behind elements scarred by time is acceptance, a gentle embrace of the truth that nothing remains untouched, and that is where beauty lives. Garden bridges in temple complexes often guide monks to meditation halls. Each crossing is symbolic of leaving behind the worldly mind. These garden bridges reveal the meaning behind elements of discipline, where the act of walking is itself a spiritual practice. The Japanese stone lantern with fire lit within casts light downward, not upward. This directs attention to the path, not the sky. The meaning behind elements focused on earth reminds us to remain grounded, finding peace in our steps before seeking the stars. Garden bridges built near waterfalls carry mist across their surface. To walk them is to touch the breath of water. These garden bridges embody the meaning behind elements of renewal, where each droplet cleanses the spirit, reminding us that passage is also purification. The Japanese stone lantern in moon viewing gardens was placed to enhance reflection upon water at night. Its presence honors nature's cycles. The meaning behind elements tied to lunar beauty is reverence, where the garden becomes a temple of sky, earth, and time. Garden bridges carved from single trunks of ancient trees carry whispers of forests past. Their form holds memory. Their span connects present to heritage. These garden bridges symbolize the meaning behind elements of lineage, reminding us that every step forward is built upon roots behind us. A Japanese stone lantern, when unlit, still offers guidance through form alone. Even without flame, its presence is meaningful. The meaning behind elements, silent yet steady, is faith, showing us that sometimes light comes not from fire, but from the assurance of being there. Garden bridges at dusk blend into shadows, half seen, yet still holding us. Their mystery invites trust. These garden bridges reflect the meaning behind elements of surrender, where crossing means letting go of certainty and embracing the beauty of not knowing fully. Thank you for walking with me through the world of Japanese stone lantern and garden bridges. Together, we have explored the meaning behind elements that shape harmony, stillness, and transformation. If this journey inspired you, please subscribe for more reflections on Japanese garden design and let your own path be lit with peace and beauty.